tomorrow we have the inflation data coming right around pre-market. In this video, I want to take a look at what to expect for the market. I want to go over a bullish scenario as well as a bearish scenario. I'll be also taking a look at my personal experience, going over the prices of eggs, how they are at $5 for a dozen. So by taking a look at that data, we can definitely see that at least some parts of the inflation report is going to be bad. I'll be also discussing on Biden talking tomorrow about the inflation report, as well as going over the numbers, what to expect, what numbers to watch, what number is good, what number is bad. And I want to take a look at a deep dive so that you guys are ready right around pre-market when the inflation data comes. So let's get started. Now, the inflation report comes at pre-market. So if we go on to SundayStockTalk.com, the inflation report comes at 8:30 Eastern time. So 1 hour before market opens, exactly 1 hour before market opens. And you guys can go to CNBC.com at 8:30 Eastern time, and you guys should be able to see the number and should able to see the report at CNBC. And let's talk about the numbers and what to expect, as well as the forecast and the previous. So our forecast is 6.5%. So this is what the analysts and what people are expecting for inflation, and our previous is 7.1%. Now, what we can see is off of the previous data, we usually have a very, very small gap from the forecast to the previous. So what this means is that we have some really, really high expectations that inflation is going to drop. So that is one thing to really keep in mind, that we are really, really expecting that inflation cools down tomorrow. And you can take a look at, based off of the past, data points, we can see that this is a huge gain in confidence, that we are sure that inflation is going to cool down from 7.1% to 6.5% is a huge, huge drop for inflation. So what that means is, for the number, anything below 6.5% is extremely, extremely bullish, because that means that we were right. In fact, inflation is cooling down, but anything below 6.5% is extremely, extremely bullish for the market. So if you go to CNBC 1 hour before market opens and you see a number like 6.2%, that is extremely, extremely bullish, because 6.5% is our target. Now, anything above 6.5% is bad, and that is bearish, because we have not met our target. But anything at 7%, if you see 7% during pre-market, you go to CNBC and you see that inflation is at 7%, it is going to be really, really, really bloody, because that means that we have stayed the same and that inflation is kind of stalling. So that is going to be a really, really bad and really, really bearish number. So those are the numbers to keep in mind, to really remember when going into tomorrow. And again, it's really, really simple. It works with forecast, what we're expecting, as well as the previous one. And that is how you can kind of see on how the market can react, if it's good or if it is bad. Now, I want to take a look at my personal experience. I also recommend you to do, and just by taking a look at egg prices as well as chicken. Okay, eggs prices and chicken has been going up a lot. If you have been, grocery shopping, let me know in the comments your thoughts on grocery prices, because I think it is really, really important to understand on what other people are thinking, because we can get an idea. Now, we can see that gas prices have cooled down. Gas prices have definitely cooled down, but now we have eggs prices as well as chicken prices going up. Now, if we go into Fred is a nice website where they give out accurate data and information about assets and charts and prices, all of that. And we could see that incredible. Okay, eggs have been doing incredible, and we can see that last month of November, average 1 dozen, the price for an average 1 dozen egg carton was $3.58. Now, if we go to Walmart, we can see that the average right now is sitting right around $5. That is a huge increase. You guys can also go to Jewel-Osco. You guys can check any other store, and please let me know, what number you have found, because I've personally going around, my local groceries, and I've seen, $5 per, 12 count for eggs. So this is huge for eggs. So I can definitely see eggs prices and chicken prices going up, and that is my personal experience from inflation. So I did personally get puts, but this was a very, very, very small lotto. Okay, this was really nothing, just kind of messing around and playing around. I know that a lot of people are really, really bullish. I'm seeing it all over Twitter, so it'll be very, very interesting. Now let's take a look at the chart. Let's go into the chart for the SPY. Okay, what happens if we get a bullish scenario? What happens if we get a bearish scenario? The bullish scenario is that we gap up and we hit the trend line. So again, this major level of resistance, we hit this level. This is the bullish scenario. We shot up and we hit this level and potentially close above. Okay, that is the bullish scenario, and that is going to be huge if we do get a really, really good number. The bearish scenario is we go down and we hit the level of support that we have been talking about this whole week on our newsletter. So on SundayStockTalk.com, again, I warned you guys about the inflation, so make sure to subscribe to SundayStockTalk.com. But our level of support at 386, that is going to be our price target. But if we can't handle 386, and if we close below, our price target is going to be 377. So those are the two scenarios that I am looking at for this week. On top of that, obviously you have news. You can ask all the other people about eggs prices. But on top of that, we have Biden talking tomorrow. So Biden is talking tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so 1 hour and 30 minutes after the inflation report comes out. And this to me is a little bit suspicious, because Biden might know the inflation number before it gets released to the public. So does this mean that the inflation number is good and now Biden wants to make a speech? And that's what I'm kind of speculating, what I'm thinking. But does that mean bullish? Possibly. But that is another scenario. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed this very, very simple video. Subscribe to my newsletter. Again, sometimes I can't just post videos, but this whole week I was not trading. Okay, and I sent out why. I did have some great setups that did amazing this week. But overall, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.